Welcome back, YouTube. Florida Stacker back here with you. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I spent my tax return with 46 ounces of silver added to the stack. Let's get to it. Hello and welcome back, stackers, collectors, and investors in precious metals. I'm the Florida Stacker, and I'm a physical precious metals accumulator. I like to stack gold and silver in both bar and coin form, and I do so as a physical tangible savings account. I'm not really investing in gold and silver here. I'm taking my fiat currency from the paychecks that I earn and putting some of that into gold and silver to maintain my wealth while also investing in the stock and cryptocurrency markets in order to try to earn more capital. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I saved some of my tax return in silver by purchasing some silver bars, 90% silver, a few random silver coins, as well as some silver Canadian maple leafs. So let's go ahead and get started. And we'll start out with these beautiful and new to me, even though they've been around for quite some time, Scottsdale 10-ounce silver stacker bars. Now, I've got 3 of them here, and I highly recommend that if you do purchase these bars, you purchase at least 2. That way you have the opportunity to stack them, as they're very stackable. Now, these bars are a little bit smaller when it comes to their dimensions, other than weight, of course, than your more standard pressed or cast bars. These bars have a lot of machining done to them so that they can stack very easily in your safe or in a Pelican case or really anywhere that you want to put them. Now, this one here did come from JM Bullion, all 3 of these. JM Bullion had these on their website for a very short period of time. And let's see if we can get a good focus here. And they had them listed for around about $307 per bar. So that translates to about $30.70 per ounce. If you compare that to the American Silver Eagle, which is currently going for $36 to $37 per ounce, you're saving about $5 in premium by stacking these silver bars. Here, let's go ahead and bring the gold to the side, and we will go ahead and bring this stack just a little bit closer. So I've been wanting these for a long time, but Scottsdale's been way behind on their orders due to the high demand for physical silver. For those of you that are new to physical silver, you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Let's go ahead and separate them out. So when I saw these on JM Bullion's website, I couldn't help myself. I was looking for some silver. I was actually thinking of purchasing another tube of ASEs or maybe finishing off my maple leafs real quick, or potentially finishing off that tube of Britannias that I'm working. But I saw these bars and I saw the value there. I've always wanted them. I've seen a lot of other great YouTube channels show these, like the Silver Bean Counter, for instance, amongst others. And I wanted to get a hold of some of them myself. So here they are. You can see they are serial numbered. Let's go ahead and bring it in a little closer. And all of these are actually sequential in serial numbers. So they've got some machining done at the bottom. You see the little edge there, and slightly cut around the edge here on the other side of the bar to allow them to stack. So let's go ahead and show you that now. And they just slide right in there, and look at that. I've got it tilted to the side, and it's not going to come off. Now, I'm not going to test it too much because I don't want it to fall, but you can see that it's a really snug fit, much better than some of the other stackable silver rounds I've showed you on this channel before. So did get 3 of these bars from JM Bullion. Once more, I paid around about $307 for each of these bars. If you're going to run to JM Bullion's website right now to look for them, they're not there. They do sell out very quickly. Actually, all silver bars these days sell out pretty quickly. It's really hard to get your hands on 10-ounce silver bars. So there you go. That's 30 ounces of the 46 ounces that I'm going to show you today. And I'm definitely going to keep picking these up. Now, to mention, there are, Scottsdale does a lot of minting for, other brands, right? Not everything says Scottsdale Silver on it, even though it comes from the Scottsdale Mint. So Atmex does sell a 10-ounce stackable bar. It's the same bar, guys and girls. It's the same bar. It just says Atmex on it. Who cares, right? And then there's also the Academy silver bars, which are exactly the same, and they've been around for quite some time as well. So if I see the Academy silver bars, APMEX silver bars, or any of these Scottsdale stackers at a good price, and that's the key word, because if you go to eBay right now, you can find them, but people want $350, $360, $370, and even higher than that for these bars. And honestly, I don't see the point, because when you go to sell these bars in the future, unless of course you want to throw them on eBay and wait 7 days and pay the ridiculous eBay and PayPal fees, etc., to sell them, which is not a very good idea in my opinion, unless you're, in a bit of desperation and need to get cash quick, then you don't want to be paying much more above spot than you should for a generic silver round or a generic silver bar. Because just give your local coin shop a call, right? Give them a call or call any of the popular online bullion dealers. They're only going to pay you a little bit more than spot for these. So if you are stacking these, I do recommend that you stack them for the long term. Like all other silver right now, that incurs a very high premium. So let's move on. Now, if you've been following this channel for a while, you know that I like to stack tubes of silver. As a matter of fact, in one of my latest videos, we finished a tube of 2021. Let's go ahead and get a quick little zoom here. South African Krugerrands. Now, these are already in the tube, sealed up, no jiggle. It's the way I kind of like to do it when I finish a tube, so I can put it in the safe and not have to worry about it going forward. So I told you last time I was going to be working a tube of Canadian maple leaves. So let's go ahead and get these open right now. All right, here we go. So I am using the retro Canadian maple leaf tubes. These hold 20 instead of the 25 that, the RCM ships these silver coins in these days. I've mentioned this many times before, but 20 is just a good round number for me. And they're not quite so tall, and it works for my current silver storage location. So these are 2021. Let's go ahead and grab one here. 2021 silver Canadian maple leaves. As an American, the advantage to stacking the silver Canadian maple leaves is our proximity, that is, to Canada. Canada, of course, being our neighbor to the north. So these coins are very well accepted, very well known. You can pick these up online. You can pick them up at your local coin shop. You may not be able to find the 2021s just like this at your LCS, but you've got a pretty good chance, especially if it's a larger coin shop or a little bullion dealer in your local area, of finding these coins in some of the earlier years. Now, as a stacker, I do recommend that you look for the 2018 and newer Canadian maple leaves, and that is due to milk spotting, which used to occur very frequently with the older maple leaves. It's just something that I know both of my local coin shops are not big fans of. They kind of treat milky maples just like generic silver, right? So you lose your premium very frequently when your coins begin to milk spot, at least with my coin shops. Now, the maple leaf does come at a little bit lower premium. That's another advantage. As a stacker here in the United States, stacking the silver Canadian maple leaves, you are able to buy, let's say, 5 ounces of these at around about $1 to $2 per ounce savings over what you would pay for the American Silver Eagle. And we'll show you an American Silver Eagle too here in just a minute. So that's the advantage. The other advantage, of course, with the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf, at least in my experience, is that they do maintain their premium better than generic silver rounds and the other foreign silver coins. Kind of to put that into perspective, let's just use a hypothetical number. Assume for a second that I would be paid by my local coin shop $30 for a generic silver round. In that particular case, I would likely be paid somewhere around $32 to $33 for an American Silver Eagle, around about $30.50 to $31 for a Silver Britannia, Krugerrand, Australian Kangaroo, Philharmonic, and a little bit more than that, maybe $31.50 for the Silver Canadian Maple Leaf. Let's get a better look at the coin. All right, so I do have 5 more of them to show you. Let's get this package open and add to the tube. So I did purchase these particular coins from Liberty Coin on eBay. And Liberty Coin on eBay is one of my favorite go-to bullion dealers. Now, I do want to mention that you don't have to go through eBay to shop with Liberty Coin. You can actually just go to Liberty Coin. Just Google it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more 2020 silver Canadian maple leafs. So that's going to put us to 10 on our goal of putting away another tube of silver Canadian maple leafs during the year of 2021. And that doesn't mean I won't stack another tube later in the year. The market moves quick. So I've made a lot of videos now. We're coming up on, I think, over 175 videos since I started my channel back in September of 2019. And a lot of those videos still get views and a lot of comments. And I must say that the market moves fast. Things change, right? So sometimes I get comments from people that, might get a little upset with some of the information that I'm putting out because the information does not age very well. Like, it's a good time to stack American Silver Eagles. I wouldn't say that right now. But 6 months ago, I might have been saying that. Maybe, 15 months ago, I might have been saying that. So definitely take a look if you're stumbling across this video in the future at the date this video was released, and check for my more recent content because the market does move quickly. And as the market moves, so do I. You have to stay fluid as a stacker, in my opinion. That's the way I do it, because premiums fluctuate. And we saw a situation last year where the American Silver Eagle and the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf, as well as many of the other foreign silver coins, were trading in a very tight margin when it came to premium. The ASEs actually were a little bit cheaper at one point for a very brief moment than even the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf and some of the other more popular foreign silver coins here in the United States. That's not the case right now. And as it tends to be, when there is more demand for physical silver, namely on the North American continent, I know it's global right now, but just going off my experience, guys and girls living here in the USA, the premiums on the ASEs jump up rather rapidly. And when that happens, well, the Florida Stacker has to adjust his stacking philosophy. This is one of the reasons that I didn't put out a 2021 silver stacking goal video, because I learned my lesson from 2020. And, I'm just going to keep an eye on the market, right? As I do every day. And as the market changes, so do I. And right now, the Maple Leaf presents a better value, in my opinion, than the American Silver Eagle. It has nothing to do with the country of manufacture. I proudly served in my country's military for 20 years. I'm proud to be an American. I think most of you that have been here a while know that. It has nothing to do with patriotism. It has everything to do with common sense. All right, so there you go. 5 more silver Canadian Maple Leafs added to our retro tube here, and we'll go ahead and put them in a minute. But before we do that, let's show you some 90% silver that I picked up. So once more, for those of you that are really new to stacking, when I first got into stacking in 2019, yes, not that long ago, it's pretty addictive and it works. I've managed to save quite a bit in cash by getting into stacking. It really is a way of life. Back in 2019, the absolute best value for silver stackers was 90% silver coins. Now, 90% silver coins, like these BU dimes here that I picked up from JM Bullion, you're going to find those in dimes, quarters, and half dollars. Also, of course, peace dollars and Morgan silver dollars, but they do tend to come at a higher premium when you're stacking the $1 face value 90% silver coins. These are 1964 and earlier, back before the clad revolution took place and the United States stopped minting their coinage with silver. So each of these dimes does contain 90% silver. Typically 90% silver dimes, let's go ahead and grab these out of the pouch, at least a handful of them. Typically these come in circulated condition and you can get them at a lower premium. Now, right now, that is not the case. This is how you do the math, okay? So for every $5 in face, or every $1 in face, is 0.715 troy ounces of silver. Now, circulated silver coinage is probably going to contain a little bit less silver than that, but none of the dealers that I work with actually weigh the coins. They just go off the face value. So 50 dimes, of course, is $5 in face value, and that's going to be 3.575 troy ounces of silver. Now, these are BU dimes, and I paid about $250 for these, so it was a pretty good premium on them, but I didn't have any BU dimes. I wanted some, and so I pulled the trigger. Had the cash in the account from that tax return, and I felt like that was a good time to take advantage of some silver purchases that I otherwise would not normally make. All right, so there you go. 90% silver dimes. hopefully, once the demand for silver comes down, if it ever does these days, we'll be able to pick up 90% silver at a more affordable premium than they're currently being offered for, namely at your online bullion dealers. So do your math, okay? So $10 face is going to be 7.15 troy ounces of silver. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a good shot at these. These are all 1960s Roosevelt dimes, mostly 62s and 64s from looking through the bag. They look like normal dimes, but you got to pay attention, especially if you're new to silver stacking. Anything 1964 and below is much more valuable than its face value. So there you go. I did get $10 in face. I've already showed you 30 ounces in silver bars. We showed you 5 ounces in silver Canadian maple leaves, putting us to 35. And now an additional 7.15 ounces of silver 90% dimes. Now let's move on to the last 4 ounces of silver. All right, so it has been a minute since I've done an online redemption through APMEX One Gold service. I did have about $60 in funds sitting over there in One Gold, and so I did fund the account and make a redemption order. I namely made that redemption order because I saw that they had released this coin here, and I wanted to pick one up. All right, so did get these from APMEX, and of course, when you shop with APMEX, you're going to have a lot more variety, a lot more quantity, but you're probably going to pay a little bit higher premium. And that's the reason that I don't buy directly from APMEX typically, unless I have to for whatever reason. Maybe it's a coin that I want and they're the only ones that have it. But their One Gold service does allow you to get it at their lowest tier price. Now, it looks like One Gold is changing some of their terms of service. And I want to say one more time, I don't work for APMEX. I'm not affiliated with APMEX. APMEX doesn't communicate with me. I don't think they're a big fan of me now because I've called them out on some of their shady practices. But occasionally, I do redeem through One Gold to get some coins that I want when I see them in stock, available, and ready to ship. And when I did place this redemption order, they did ship it the very same day, which is unheard of with the other online dealers. So this is a 2021 Perth Mint 1 ounce 4/9 fine silver swan. And these are just gorgeous coins. Very gorgeous coins. The Perth Mint quality is just top notch. You're not going to get a capsule with such attention to detail and beauty in silver from many of the other mints in the world. It's just not going to happen. United States Mint, the Royal Mint, the Royal Canadian Mint, they try, but try as they will, they don't come close. So I only picked up one of these because I think I've mentioned in a couple of my videos, I like to keep a tube nearby when I'm filming my videos that just has different coins in it. Got a Philharmonic there on the top. I got a Libertad on the bottom. So I've got examples of very popular silver coins and just some more collectible style coins that I like to. The capsules on these Perth Mint coins not going to work with this airtight tube. So have to look for a different option on this particular swan here. But I like to purchase one or two certain coins here and there just to add a little variety to the stack, as well as to bring additional, metal to the channel to share with the community. I feel like as a stacker, especially a monetized stacker on YouTube, right? I mean, I am earning a little bit of revenue on these videos. Some of you out there think that we're rolling in the dough. We're not rolling in the dough. I put many hours into these videos between purchasing the coins, setting up the coins, filming the coins, editing the coins, responding to comments, et cetera, et cetera. And I think as of now, with 10,000 subscribers through the month of April, I've earned around $200 in ad revenue. Trust me, when you look at that from an hour perspective, I'm earning around $5 per hour doing this. It's not much, but I do take some of the revenue, which I do appreciate you guys viewing these channels, because without you, it wouldn't be there. I take some of that revenue and I like to purchase special coins like this that I can bring to the channel so you guys can see it and make a decision on whether or not you want to buy as well. It's one of my ways to, just bring a little more interest to the channel, as well as say thank you for everything you do for me. Okay, so also, if you've been following this channel, you know I'm stacking a tube of the 2020 Mexican silver Libertads, okay? I've got 10 of them in here, plus I do have the one proof on top, so I've got 11 coins in that tube. I kind of consider that like my dessert, right? The ice cream. And so I'm also doing a tube of peace dollars and Morgan dollars. I did get this beautiful. So this is a 1922 through 1935 piece silver dollar random year BU. And this one's a 1923, so let's go ahead and get it out of the package. All right. I do love these silver piece dollars, especially in the BU form. So I'm going to be working this tube of BU silver piece dollars kind of on the side, maybe picking up one piece dollar per month, maybe two, as I'm primarily focused, of course, on building my savings account, not so much my collection. And while these do have value and I can take these to the coin shop and sell them or, sell them through my YouTube channel, on eBay, Instagram, etc., that's not the intention nor the plan. These are the kind of silver coins that I want to keep and pass on to my kids, right? They're not making these anymore. Well, technically they are, but not this particular coin, right? You're going to get a 3/9 fine version. Just like those dimes we talked about, these are going to be 90% silver. So this is 0.715 troy ounces of silver, so less than 1 troy ounce of silver. And I did pay around about $36 for this coin. So definitely a high premium on them. That's why I'm not stacking the BU versions heavily. I just really like them. And, when I'm going to place an order here and there, I do like to add a few coins that I just, I want. So let's go ahead and grab the tube of piece dollars here real quick. And I know this video is getting long, guys. And if you're still here, I do really appreciate it because it does take some time to get all this silver laid out for you and show you over 40 ounces of silver. So here are the piece dollars that I currently have in the tube. Only got 3 so far. These are all considered AUBU condition, which is almost uncirculated to brilliant uncirculated. We got 1 1923 and 2 1922s. And I think this one here, let's go ahead and spread them out for a second. Yeah, I think this one here might be the nicest looking one, at least the cleanest of the 4 so far. So there you go, another piece dollar added to the tube. And for those of you interested in learning about storage, let's go ahead and show you the tube. This is just a Guardhouse large dollar storage tube. It says large dollar on it there. That's the one I'm using. I like these Guardhouse tubes because they all kind of fit together very nicely. So there you go. That is 0.715 more troy ounces of silver. And let's show you the last 2 silver purchases right now. Once more, these are coming from APMEX. And I'll tell you, nothing makes me more happy. Well, there are a lot of things that make me more happy, actually. But this makes me happy. And that is when you purchase a random year American Silver Eagle, which usually comes at about $1 less in premium than a 2021 Silver Eagle, but you get a 2021. And so, yeah, I did add 2 random Silver Eagles. Let's go ahead and show you one more time. To my order, these are the last 2 ounces of silver I'm going to show you today, and they are both 2021s. So let's go ahead and get them open. All right. So here we go. See if we can get the camera to focus in. I'm having some lighting issues today. It's storming outside. It's a little dark, so I turned on some of the lights here in the room, and they kind of add a little bit too much glare. I do apologize for that. I will try to edit some of it out when I am, getting ready to release this video. So there you go, 2 more 2021 ASEs. That was rather unintentional. I do have 60 of these 2021 ASEs already stacked. Now we are up to 62. I was thinking I was just going to get some random years, and it looks like the random years at APMEX right now might be 2021. So for those of you that do shop with APMEX and want the 2021s at a better price, can't guarantee that's what you're going to get, but that's what I got with this order. So there you go, everybody. A little bit more than 46 ounces of silver added to the stack with my tax return, putting my tax return to work. Definitely been adding a lot more gold lately and needed to add some more silver to keep my balance intact. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Really do appreciate you being here. Obviously, if you have questions, do leave those questions in comments down in the comments section. Also, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. And of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out if you haven't hit it already. For my loyal subscribers and members, thank you again very much. I do appreciate you being here. Keep stacking, my friends, and I'll see you soon on another precious metals focused stacking video.